The Royal Saint Lucia Police Force has had 12 commissioners since the 1980s, and only 3 of them have lasted more than 5 years.
You must understand the problem we have. From 1992 to now, the Royal Saint Lucia Police Force, with the different political side, they have changed over 12 commissioners of police. How could that ever be? Some commissioners acted for 9 months, some a year and 6 months, some 2 years, some 3 years, going down the drain.
Former Assistant Superintendent of Police Gerold Cyril is one of St. Lucia's most famous retired police officers. He says politics and partisanship are root causes of instability at the head of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. Cyril is a legend of policing in St. Lucia, but for the last 30 years he has been retired to his farm in the cul-de-sac valley. But he says that the office of commissioner needs to be more stable in order for the force as a whole to do its job.
A good 5 years, it's chaos. You have some commissioners who may have love for their men, treat them right, see about their welfare, that when the warfare comes, they can go forward. There are some commissioners that has no class. They just want to treat big men as if they are the father, you know. And that's a big problem we have in St. Lucia.
Cyril admits that he came from a simpler time when St. Lucia was just finding its way out of colonialism, but points the finger at post-independence politics for breaking the police force into partisan political factions.
Well, it's a different era, and let's face it, from 1979 to 1985, we had what you call a political turmoil, where the security unit, the police force in general, the officers of the police force, some of them were not loyal to the police force. They went and they created their own problems among them. One of the problems got involved with politicians. And they allowed some of the politicians to brainwash them.
The origin of factionalism within the police force would be hard to put a finger on for anyone else, but for Cyril, who was there to witness the events, it is a very simple matter.
I remember in 1982? Yeah, I think 81 or 82, when we had Plywood City. And I witnessed senior police officers turn away from the city of Castries and move, leaving the problems unattended because a certain politician told the commissioner, get the men off the street. From then, the discipline of the police force started deteriorating until now. The
ex-cop speaks with nostalgia about the good old days when a cadre of officers he worked closely with were loyal, honest, and full of integrity.
During my days, along with the men I worked with, after becoming a senior police officer, the men that I worked with, they were loyal, I can say. They were hard-working. I remember when some of the senior police officers left that boulevard, left the city and went about their business to hide or whatever, there were some men that remained in the William Peter Boulevard with me. You know, we spent the remainder of the night there.
About how many of you?
5, I think. Kim, Ko, Lawrence Soon, a few of them, because we were attached to the special service unit at that time, the SSU, you know. And from then, the discipline started deteriorating.
For many St. Lucians, the time he speaks of is a revolutionary period, but it also coincides with the introduction of cocaine into the island and the guns needed to protect the goods. The Choice News team engaged in an extensive interview with the legendary officer and will be posting more stories in the coming days from his unique point of view. For Choice News Now, I'm Jason Seaflay.